Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's GTA 5 video, we are going to be breaking down the brand new trailer, artwork, and screenshots for the DLC update arriving next week on June 25th, Bottom Dollar Bounties. So it's a relatively short trailer, but it starts with this opening shot right here, and we can see that this is going to be the location of our Bottom Dollar Bail Enforcement base of operations or headquarters, whatever you might call it. And in this shot, we actually see three new vehicles. We see the Bottom Dollar Bail Enforcement van, which appears throughout the trailer quite a bit. If I was a betting man, I would say this van will function similar to the nightclub vehicles, how you have to use it for various missions or whatnot, in this case, getting people that have skipped out on their bail. We can also see a police version of the Bravado Greenwood, which has a Los Santos police livery on there. It's very retro, looks absolutely fantastic with the sort of black and white two-tone paint job, white wall rims, and the classic red and blue police sirens on top. And we can also see a brand new Bolacon vehicle. I think this is the first new Bolacon car we've had in almost 11 years. And we'll go more in depth in the vehicles in a future video. And it looks like that new Bolacon vehicle is actually based off of the Hyundai Envision 74. A really cool car that I know fans are going to be excited to get their hands on. Now, if you're wondering where our bail enforcement headquarters or base of operations is going to be, it's literally in front of the Mission Row police station. I mean, dead across the street from it. I don't know if that's done on purpose because we're going to be working with law enforcement, or if that was just the best available empty building that Rockstar could do. Either way, it's located smack dab in the middle of the city, so it should be close to a lot of your other properties, garages, etc. It'll be really easy to access. Now, from there, we transition to what I believe is the inside of our Bottom Dollar Bail Enforcement office, and we can see our Grand Theft Auto Online character talking to Maud's daughter, Janette. So we're getting a brand new character. That is Maud's daughter, Janette, right there. And when she speaks to us in the trailer, she introduces herself as Janette Eccles, Junior Bounty Hunter Assistant at your service. So I bet she becomes one of our contacts and we're able to utilize her services in some way, shape, or form. Maybe she has some sort of special ability that makes hunting bounties even easier, or sort of provides a role like Lester where she might, take the cops off of us for a second. Who knows? Just kind of on the surface, the fact that we're getting a new interior, new cutscenes, new characters, this looks like it could be a relatively large-sized update, so that on the surface is good news. It then transitions to the logo of our DLC update, Bottom Dollar Bounties, which I do think is very catchy. We then jump to this scene right here, which shows us a view from the inside of a police cruiser. You can see that Bravado Greenwood police variant from earlier, as well as another new version of a police car. You can see that this one has sort of an ammunition sponsorship on there. It's got 911 written on the side, LSPD, and then some other bumper stickers and text written on there as well. And just giving this a second glance, it looks like this is actually the Declasse Impaler SZ version of the police car, or at least a variant of it. Really cool stuff. In that same shot, we can see a couple new vehicles, as well as new vehicle liveries, including one of them for the Ubermacht Cypher, as well as a new Benefactor sedan. This one seems to be based on the W124 E-Class. I know this is one car that fans have been clamoring for a while. In this exact same chase scene, we can also see a brand new version of the Police Bravado Dorado, which looks absolutely awesome. SUV police cars, in my opinion, look epic, and this one is certainly no exception. This one looks like it is a sheriff version, and underneath the sheriff tag, it says Los Santos County, or at least I think it says something like that. Either way, that vehicle looks awesome. And I was trying to figure out what vehicle had the graffiti livery on there. I believe that's the Nebula Turbo, although it'll be interesting to see if Rockstar gave it like a drift option or something like that. Possibly a Benny's version, but again, that is just my speculation. We then jump to another shot of inside of our bail enforcement operations, and we can see Maud Eccles, who is also going to be involved in this update. She is talking to our GTA Online character. Now, I want to pause on the screen for a second now because we can kind of see a couple of different lines in this spreadsheet. A, B, C, D, and E. Column A is their bond ID, which you can just see is a set of randomized numbers. Column B is reference number, which has a random set of generated numbers. Column number C is priority. This one I feel like it's interesting because you can see one of them says priority 1, which is in green, and then priority 3. This might indicate the different levels of bail bounties that we're going to have to enforce here. So does priority 1 pay more or less than priority 3? How many levels of priority are there? Column number D says payment status, which you can see either says paid or in A. And then column number E is bond progress, which either says incarcerated or released. So that gives us some interesting details on how our bail bond sort of business is going to work there. It seems like there's going to be different levels, different priorities, and certainly different payments. And then we continue to have another conversation with Maud Eccles, who might be sort of running this operation with her daughter. And you can see in the rest of the office, it's filled with a bunch of files and filing cabinets, and there is a jail cell in the background separated in an entirely different room. It'll be interesting to see what exactly her level of involvement is in this thing, if she just gets us really started and up and running, or if she'll be involved in every single bounty. Now, we transition to this scene right here as we get our bottom dollar bail enforcement to Class A van, which you can see actually has a custom license plate, Bounty Hunter. That is pretty cool. And behind it, we can see a handful of other vehicles, including the overflawed Pipistrello, which looks like it has a new livery with sort of an arrow going upwards on the hood of the car, as well as that Bolicon vehicle that's going to be based off of the Hyundai Vision in 74. And there's also a third vehicle in the background that I think we're going to get a better view of in a little bit, so we'll talk about that shortly. It then transitions to this shot right here of our character seemingly investigating like a murder mystery of something like that. It involves a prison bus and what looks to be like an escaped convict. As you can see, there's a set of keys, a knife, and an orange jumpsuit. Again, this will probably be one of the missions where we have to go over the individual responsible for committing this crime. We then see a cutscene of our character bringing in someone that is going to be one of our bail bounty victims. And you can see he's pretty dressed up here. So I wonder if this is like financial crimes or grabbing someone from a nightclub, something along those lines. You can also see the interior looks really nice too, with the brick walls and the lights. This looks like a really, really cool interior. And it looks like it also has multi-levels too. As you can see, a staircase right there. Again, this will be a fun new interior for us to get involved in. It then transitions to this shot right here of our character shooting down some helicopters in front of the Maze Bank Tower, which its explosion translates to another explosion of 3 vehicles coming from a massive explosion. And I would assume that anything we're seeing right here is a part of the bounty missions that we're going to have to do. I wasn't quite sure if there were any new vehicles there. This looks like a Vapid contender. If it's an armored version or an enhanced version, I don't know. But since it seems to be paired with just a regular Mule Custom, it's probably just the normal Vapid contender. It then transitions us back to Janette, who seems to be talking to our GTA Online characters, throwing again another person in jail. And in this shot right here, we can see more people working in the background, which kind of makes you wonder if there's going to be lots of upgrades to the business that allow you to complete the bounties more efficiently or add different levels of security. Because you can see in the shot after that, the desks are empty. So I wonder if the upgrades are going to be an option. You can also see the security monitors in the background right there, as well as an alarm system above the bottom dollar bail enforcement written on the wall. And Maud, interestingly enough here, sits on like a yoga bouncy ball or stress ball. That seems to be interesting. Everyone else has regular office and desk chairs. I wonder why she decides to do that. You can also see from this next shot right here, you're able to hang on the outside of the bottom dollar bail enforcement van. So if you've got some friends helping you out, you can ride on both sides of the vehicle, which is pretty awesome. You can also see the logo from the back, as well as a bumper sticker that says Bail Enforcement Agent. Again, we get another quick cutscene of Maud talking to us about our bail bounty business, and then transitioning to this crazy shot right here of a Hunter helicopter and Buzzard helicopter sort of firing down on our vehicles right here. And you can see we have the overflawed Pipistrello again. We have the new Bolicon, the Hyundai, and we also have a third vehicle there that looks like we have a new Bentley or Enus vehicle. And this looks like it is based on Bentley's new Molinare Batur. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. It is a stunning looking car in real life. It looks like Rockstar has gone the extra mile and done some really cool things with the vehicles we're going to be getting in this DLC. And that right there is our final shot of the trailer as it transitions to the bottom dollar Bounties logo and the date in which it's going to be coming out on June 25th. So that is it for the trailer. Rockstar Games also provided one screenshot on the brand new newswire. It is our character leaning on the bottom dollar bail enforcement van, standing outside of our base of operations. And the only thing that I could notice here is it looks like there is a new tattoo on his right bicep that looks kind of interesting. I'm not sure if the one on the left bicep is new either, and he's holding a stun gun. Now, that stun gun is not new. However, on the artwork, there is some new stuff that we can look at. And front and center, we can see the girl bail enforcement agent holding a stun gun, and this one has sort of a red and blue colorway on there, and it says bottom dollar bail enforcement. So we have a custom version of the stun gun, which is pretty cool. You can also see on that sort of picture reel in the background, you can see what looks like a handful of random NPCs. I'm assuming that these will be some of the bounties that we will come to collect. The guy in the tank top on the far left, as well as the girl in the white dress on the far right, can actually be seen in one of the first few screenshots that Rockstar Games showed off of this update, sitting in the jail cell together. So I think that confirms that those are some of the bounty targets that we're going to be going after. We also see a handful of other characters featured, like Maud and her daughter Janette, as well as a guy that looks like he's wearing some fancy sunglasses and another bail enforcement agent holding a revolver. And towards the bottom of the screen, you can see the new overflawed Pipistrello, as well as the brand new benefactor car and the bottom dollar bail enforcement van, and a character being loaded into it, as well as the little necklace that they're wearing. And Rockstar Games included an image of that on the newswire as well. This is what it looks like. This is like the shield. You can see it says bottom dollar bail enforcement with a money sign in the middle. Pretty cool stuff right there. But anyways, that is everything that I was able to notice from the trailer, screenshots, and artwork for the brand new GTA Online update, Bottom Dollar Bounties, which is going to be coming out on June 25th. If you feel like I missed anything, please let me know in those comments down below. I would love to hear from you guys down there. If you guys did go to enjoy this video though, a like rating would of course be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. If you want to stay up to date on all the Bottom Dollar Bounty videos that I'll be doing here on my channel once the update releases, and be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.